Hey guys, I recently posted a modified Scrabble variant where I played the game with every single two-order combination being a valid word. It was quite chaotic. We saw WQ get played for like 80 points at some point. It was really, really fun. And today I'm going to be posting a sequel to that video. And the sequel is going to be the complete opposite. We're going to go from every two-order combination being valid to every two-order combination being invalid. So the 100 or so two-order words that are normally acceptable in Scrabble are no longer acceptable. So we're going to see a game with very, very few, if any, overlaps. It's going to be quite interesting strategically, and I'm very excited to get started, so let's jump right in. Alright, so first rack is pretty good. I've got a blank. Some clunky stuff otherwise, though. I think I'll just play Koi or Oik. Very close to Dovekey, but not quite there because I have two eyes. So yeah, I think... And the weird thing is, I don't know if it matters too much, because like if I play Koi, once again, he can't overlap. He can't play like right here or anything like that, because two-order words are not valid in this game. So really the only options he's going to have, if say I do this, are going to be either hooking Koi with Kois and making a word here, or playing through one of the tiles on the board. So I don't really have to worry too much about this I, in the sense he can't play like QI both ways. He can't even just play QI. QI is not a word, which is just wild. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it really matters whether I play Koi or Oik or really where. I'm just going to go ahead and play it here. We'll see what happens. All right, so now I'm definitely bingoing. I've got over lies from this O, which should be a pretty good play. We'll see what Quackle comes up with here. All right, 6mo. That looks like a good play. Scoring 38 points. So once again, I can't overlap in any way, so there's no point in even trying to consider anything playing under 6mo on the 11th row here. I could maybe have a double-double through the M in 6mo. I see Vermeil's, the blank R. It's not a double-double, though, so over lies is probably fine. I could also bingo with 6mo's, actually. Do I have... If I can get something with a V on the double wonder, that's actually going to score a lot, but I'm not sure that's going to be possible. I can do a vesicle. That might be more points than over lies, actually. 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 85. Over lies is 83. So this is a couple more points. It does give back vesicles, which I don't love doing, though. So I don't think I really want to do that. Yes, sleeves doesn't fit, or servile. I don't know if I have anything else. Once again, I'd really love to do something that puts a V here. And then, like, a versile or something like that were good. That would be a lot of points. But I don't see anything that does that. So, I think I'm going to just go ahead and play overlies. Like I said, I'm not too keen on playing vesicle and giving back that S-hook. And the nice thing with overlies is, once again, it can't be overlapped. So, unless he has something to this S, it's going to be hard for him to really cause all that much damage. And, yeah, this is not a very good rack here. Definitely would love to play Ohio, but once again, I can't do that. M-O and O-H are not words. And he plays Pogrom through the R and the M. So yeah, like we're seeing there, all of these plays are pretty much going to just have to be one word at a time. I mean, unless you make a hook on a longer word. And I don't have a lot of options here. All of my good plays are overlaps. I mean, this isn't even that great a play because it's very vowel heavy on the leave, but I normally want to do something like that. Maybe just hiatus to this S. At least it blocks the S for bingos, and I do have a lead. That's not a crazy idea, actually. I can't, once again, I can't do this. Like, I keep seeing these plays I am tempted to make, but they are not valid in this game. I have to keep reminding myself. It's really weird. Yeah, I think hiatus is fine. Like I said, blocking the S, getting rid of some clunky tiles. Looks pretty reasonable. Oh, I drew Hotline and Neolith. Are either of those going to play? Oh, Thulpin. Wow. Maybe that'll stay open. That'll be pretty cool. Very, very lucky draw, assuming I do get that down. It's probably going to stay open because he can't overlap on either side. It does stay open. I also... Wait, no, I don't. I was about to say I also have a hotline here, but I don't have it because ET is not a word. Man, this is really hard to get used to. It's... I mean, the twos are... I always talk about how, you know, if you're starting out with Scrabble, the one thing you should learn, the very first thing you should always learn is your two-order words and how important they are. So I've just been so ingrained to look for twos and overlaps pretty much my whole Scrabble career. And now trying to play a game where I can't even play a two is just completely upside down to me. It just turns over everything I know about basic Scrabble strategy. It's really wild. But I get down a bingo of Thulpin, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm up almost 100 points already. And there are not a lot of tiles to play through. So really, I guess defense in this game is mostly going to be about blocking floaters. It's going to be, he trades 1. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Like, I don't have to worry about, say, row 2 here, like I just said, guys, is not a bingo line. Normally, I'd be worried about this, but with ET, AT, IT, these are not words. It's actually nothing to worry about. So if he's going to bingo, he kind of has to bingo through this T. I could play Wafted, maybe. It's not a bad play. Do I have anything to this O in Thulpin? I don't really think so. Yeah, I mean, there's just very little to do other than play through a tile, like I said. I guess if I wanted to be super defensive, I could do this, but that seems a little bit too much of a point sacrifice. I kind of like Wafted. Again, he can't bingo on column E. That's the beauty of this play. This is not a bingo line. There are no two-letter words at all, so there are certainly no two-letter words that go before an E and a D. And yeah, I mean, he could bingo through this A, but the A isn't really that much better than the T. I think I like this, and then hopefully I can play through the A on the next turn and really start shutting down the board. Okay, not a great draw here. A lot of E's. I guess I'll play Rebater, maybe through that A. Largo, alright. So he opens up that L, which I might want to block. Yeah, I mean, the thing is now, there's almost nowhere to bingo. I mean, I guess he could start with the E and over lies or something, but otherwise, with no 2s being valid, it's actually really, really hard to bingo. So I think I do want to block that L. I can't play Barrette here because TO is not a word. Wow. This is really, really weird. What can I even do? I guess I could play, like... Yeah, I can play Wearer. Again, like, normally this is a bad play. There's a Z unseen. I'd be worried about stuff like Azote over here, but that's not a threat. AR is not a word. So this completely shuts down the top. I think I like this. At this score, I'm up 100. That's fine. I could also play Bree. That's actually reasonable, too. Maybe getting rid of the B keeps a nice bingo lead, so if he tries to open, I can hopefully bingo back. This is maybe a little bit better, actually. Totally shuts down the L, which is my main goal. Yeah, let's play Bree. Okay, I draw a third E, which isn't great, but if he gives me a D, let's say I get repeated among several other possible bingos here. He just plays Tick. That seems like an ill-advised play. I just get a lot of easy points here. I assume I'm just going to play Pate now. Yeah, there's no reason not to just do that. Take 27 points, stop him from playing Zeta or something. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like he's really walling himself in and not particularly doing a great job strategically at getting back into this game, but we'll see. The game is still not over by any means. A gives me bartered, or U gives me true red, so hopefully I can get a bingo down next turn if he opens the board up, which he ought to open the board up. Wow, just vie for 11. I mean, I'm starting to be a little confused, guys, by what he's doing, because he's down 110. Now, especially after vie, he can't even overlap this E. There's, like, nowhere to go. I mean, there is legitimately almost nowhere to go, and I'm not inclined to do this and open it up. I have a lead of over 100 points. There's absolutely no reason for me to open this. I'd much rather force him to open it. I don't have any overlaps with Breed. I can't just do this because DO is not a word, and I can't do this because IT is not a word. This is ridiculous. Could play Petty. Keeps BERRD, which isn't great. I mean, I think I'm just going to kind of stall here. I could almost just see playing R, but keeps a very good lead. Keeps both E's, which is nice. Doesn't open anything up. I'm not really inclined to play Orb and give back that S-hook. At some point, Quackle's going to open it up, but I'd rather try to keep a good lead and then hopefully be able to pounce and bingo when Quackle opens it up rather than be the first to open it up when Quackle probably has a pretty reasonable lead. So, yeah, I'm just going to stall. I'm just going to play Arb. I mean, I don't really see any reason not to do something like this. And yeah, now I have tabered, berated, rebated, so several bingos. Debater as well. So 4 7s, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, Quackle, like I said, if Quackle doesn't open it up... Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a good play. Okay, I didn't actually remember that Quackle could extend. I probably should have done that. It would have been a lot of points. I forgot about that possibility. So, alright, smart play by Quackle there. And now, I think what I can do... I don't believe I have a bingo through that D, but I think what I can do, guys, is just play a 6. Like, I can just play Batter, and this doesn't open anything because he can't underlap on row 13. It's like just so weird because normally in regular Scrabble this is a very risky play. It gives you back an easy sevens line. But in this game, you can't use that. He's probably going to end up playing from the B, and I can just sort of, I think, if he plays from the B down, which is probably going to be more or less forced, I'll just play through whatever tile he puts here and completely shut it down. I feel like I'm just going to be able to stay one step ahead of him in this cat and mouse game, and I should be able to stop him from bingoing pretty easily. Oh, I got a blank. Okay, that worked out quite well. It's virtually impossible for him to bingo. I guess he could bingo to the iron poise, but it's definitely not easy. He could have Lemnis guy or something. It's very hard to bingo to an I. Alright, he opens it up with Zaire. Probably the right idea. I don't know if I have a bingo. I have too many vowels. Almost aboito or aureole, but not quite. You know what I think I'm going to do? I have the blank. There's also very few vowels left, guys. There's 28 unseen tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 8 vowels out of 28 unseen tiles. So I'm very, very likely to get a consonant-heavy draw, which means if I just keep EOT blank, I have enough floaters to work with. I'm probably going to bingo next turn. I feel safe even at this score, given I have the blank, taking this kind of risk, because even if Quackle bingos, I'll probably just bingo back and easily win this game. So, yeah, let's just play down here. And, okay, that's actually not a great draw, the Y there. I don't know if I have a bingo. It's not that easy, because I pretty much only have vowels to work with. I have an A and an I in Zaire. I have a E, A, U in Bo. Cognize. Okay, it's a good play by Quackle. Score's a little closer, but I'm still up 62 with the blank. I'm pretty sure there's no bingo here. I really, really don't think so. I can't play on column A. Once again, like, YE is not a word. Probably just icy. Yeah, this pool is, oh my goodness, this pool is dreadful. Wow. Q, W, Y, U, U, J, F. Just a few other vowels, 4 N's. I mean, I am feeling pretty confident if I play icy. Sooner or later, I'm going to bingo. I still have plenty of vowels to work with, and Quackle surely has garbage by this point. Or if Quackle doesn't have garbage, is about to have garbage. So I think just icy is fine. I could, I guess, get rid of one of my T's, but I think this is perfectly reasonable. There's no more T's left. I'm not going to get a third one. And 2 T's is not so bad. So let's just do that. Oh, I got a Q. Okay. Wow! Windsurf. And holy cow, we have a game here, guys. I'm only up 2 points. I did not see that coming, but the good news is I have torque weight through this U to come back. And I guess the one thing I have to be a little worried about is, can I get J stuck? Maybe. If I draw like J and N, because I have Jun through the U and Windsurf. But the thing is, I don't know if Quackle is going to be able to get enough points, because it can't make any 2s. Like, how is Quackle going to score enough points? It's also going to have to play multiple tiles at once. Like, I'm trying to think with an endgame in this game where I'm stuck with something. Like I said, I just think Quackle is not going to score much because it's going to have to play several tiles at once, whereas you normally, if you're sticking someone, want to play one tile at a time. I feel like, yeah, I also don't really want to just play Qua for 12 or Cot. I worry I might lose in the endgame then, because also with Windsurfs available, I think I got a bingo, and hopefully I'm not wrong about this endgame, but it's going to be interesting, especially if I get the J, which I don't. Okay, so I should be fine. Looney comes down. Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess blocking Muns, I presumably can't go out, but can Quackle go out? With J-O-N-S? Jones through the E and Bo doesn't work, because as is not a word in this game. I don't know where Quackle can actually go out. Here, it's going to be very weird in this endgame, because, like, if I play... Yeah, because if I play, like, Gum, unless I can hook an N on something, I'm actually N-stuck, because I can't play my N and make a 2. So this is actually really weird. I might be forced to be stuck with something. Because, like, where can I play one tile on this board? I can play 2E, but where am I playing M-N? I can't play men down here because A-N is not a word. If I play fun, I mean, where am I playing my M? I think I'm actually, wow. I'm actually going to get stuck with something no matter what I do, which is absolutely fascinating. Yeah, Dunt also, but again, Emu doesn't work because of AM. I don't believe I can play all of my tiles. It's like, it's really weird. It's like, you want to have 4 tiles on your rack in an endgame, not 3. Because with 4, you can play 2 tiles twice. This is fascinating. It's not something I realized at all until this position. Wow. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I mean, right now I think Tui is the only way I can play. Oh, I actually have Fug also. But I'm then stuck with both my M and my N. Is Quackle gonna hurt me really badly with the J, though? I don't really think so. I mean, where's... Yeah, that's what I should think about that. Where's Quackle playing the J? I guess Joe. Over here, J-O-E. Where else is Quackle play? Oh, it has Jow. Okay, so I can't stick it. But if it's got to play J-O, then maybe I can at least stop it from playing S-N. It'll be able to play Windsurfs. I think Quackle's going to end up getting N stuck. I think. I can't really block Windsurfs. Well, it also has Cognizes, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to get a good S spot either way. Alright, yeah, I think if I'm doing this right, which I'm certainly not 100% confident I am, I feel like Quackle is also going to get stuck with something, probably an N. So yeah, let's just play off 2 tiles. I think just Gum is fine. It's the most I can score while getting rid of the M and another tile, as far as I can tell. So let's just play Gum. It stops Jow. I think it pretty much forces... Well, it doesn't have to play Joe immediately, because I'm N stuck. So let's see what's Quackle's... Okay, so it is going to play Joe. And yeah, I have to pass now, right? I think. Yeah, I mean, there's just nowhere for me to play my N. That doesn't make a 2. So I have to pass, and I think Quackle's going to end up playing off its S and then have to pass as well? Oh, 6 Mo's and Vise, okay. So unless I'm missing something, Quackle's got to pass. Yeah, okay, so we're going to pass this out, and I'm going to win 383 to 350 when all is said and done. Wow, what a game. That was definitely a lot more interesting down the stretch than I thought it was going to be after Windsurf came down. I mean, with this, after Icy, I mean, look at this pool, guys. A-O-U-U and 15 ugly consonants, and he pulls Windsurf through an I. That's insane. Yeah, this game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It turned into a really interesting endgame. Was Gum best for me? I assume so. Like, what else was I going to do here? Because, like I said, I don't think I can forcefully... Yeah, that's all I can do. I have to get stuck. Wow. What a bizarre position in the end. I mean, endgames in this variant, I'm sure, could get way, way more complex than I even appreciate. It's quite a fascinating topic. I could probably make a whole video on it, but I don't want to dwell on it too much. Let's just do a quick analysis and see what I might have missed. Yeah, so Koi looks good. Overlies. Did I miss a better bingo? Vesicle. Oh, Elusive. Okay, maybe I would have played that just because it doesn't give back an S-hook in the triple line. That's probably a slightly better play. It's 2 more points. Doesn't put the S where it does with Overlies, where it allows a bingo to the triple. So yeah, Elusive, I unfortunately didn't see it. I only saw Vesicle, which I didn't want to give back the Vesicle's hook. So yeah, Elusive would have been a little bit better. That's a small mistake. Hiatus, I mean, this feels like a good play. I didn't see Utopia, which does keep a better lead, keeping the H. But honestly, I don't mind. I have a lead blocking this S. It's by far and away, in this variant especially, where you can't overlap, the best place to score on the board. Quackle plays... Okay, so Quackle had Citrate, Cadier, Atretic here, and couldn't bingo. So yeah, very good thing I blocked that S, because Citrates or Scadier would have came down. And yeah, Thulpin, which was very, very fortunate, bingoing through a P. And he trades 1 here. Look at this play. Wow. Interesting. I mean, I'm not sure I like this, because where are you even bingoing? It's obviously retail is a great lead, but you're sort of banking on the T, which is probably getting blocked. I feel like I would have tried to open another line somehow. It's not that easy, obviously, in this game, because, like, even tail, right, doesn't open a new line. Maybe something from this O. I don't know. I feel like you're down. You maybe have to play Odier and just blow it up open. I don't know. I feel like you gotta make something happen. Yeah, I kept missing the ED extension on Pogrom. I think Wafted is still fine, though, getting rid of the F and the W. Plays Largo, so I blocked a Glitter. Fortunately, didn't give him anything back. Yeah, Bree looks fine. I don't really want to open more space. I guess I'm up 100 points here. Blocking the L looks good. Wow, so yeah, Tick, interesting. See, the problem with Tick is it's a setup, right? He's obviously going for Zeta for 69 on his next turn, which he keeps. But, like, how often on this board in this game is that going to stay open? I think that's where there's a little bit of a flaw with the computer, right? I mean, after I play Brie, it's not like I'm going to play Brie keeping 4 consonants. I'm going to have at least one, probably multiple vowels. I'm going to be able to use that spot. On this board where I can't even overlap, I'm not going to bingo. Like, what else am I going to do other than use that spot? It just feels like you're giving me points, and it's never going to stay open. So, I don't know. To me, I would have just tried to play something else with tick and tried to make a little more space. Yeah, I don't know. Holding onto the Z here just doesn't really feel great, but I guess there just aren't a lot of options. Yeah, Arb. Oh, I assume there was nothing else with Pate. I missed. Yeah, no. Arb. I mean, I'm sure it's. Yeah, maybe I should just do this, but again, I'm fine with leaving it. Leaving the board as tight as I can. I also saw orbs, but no good reason to do that. Now Quackle finally opens batter. I mean, I think it's better. It's definitely better than beat it. There are only 2 E's left, so I definitely want to keep my E. And yeah, like I said, this is very defensive because he can't underlap the B. Very good opening of Zaire by Quackle. I don't think I had a bingo here. Yeah, it's aggressive, but I have the blank. I'm super likely to bingo next turn, which I really doubt I could have here. No. Oh, interesting. I didn't actually consider Troy burning the blank. It's not a crazy idea. I forgot about Cognizer. Might be reasonable. I mean, it's a lot more points. It would have actually blocked Windsurf, and it sort of puts the game more out of reach, figuring even if Quackle bingos, I'll now be up over 100, and I don't have anything to worry about, whereas I had a lot to worry about here. I mean, yeah, I had a bingo, but there are probably some situations, like curious if I sim this a little bit, like versus just playing Qua. I mean, I feel like I've probably got a bingo, but yeah, there are definitely a few situations, guys, I feel like if I draw the J or something, where I could run into trouble. And I don't know how accurate this sim is going into an endgame, especially in this variant, but if it's saying 91, 92%, like there's got to be some situations, I would imagine, where I get J stuck and Quackle's able to play out, and I would end up losing. So definitely was not a sure thing here, but I do feel like I have to bingo. Then luckily for me, yeah, I didn't draw the J, and Quackle just had a hard enough time playing it and didn't have enough vowels that even though I was stuck with something, Quackle was also stuck, and yeah, once again, I ended up winning this game by a final score of 383 to 350. So, really, really fascinating game, honestly. Yeah, this board is just very weird to look at. Like, all these plays that intersect but just don't make any twos. There's all this space in between words that you normally see as occupied. It's a very, very strange-looking Scrabble board, but yeah, anyway, very, very cool stuff. Thanks as always to the subs who suggested this idea. Really, really fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And please keep the suggestions for more modified Scrabble variants coming. Really love hearing your ideas and making them. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. Once again, guys, I appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.